Hello, and thank you for joining me on this little life hack about ficus plants. This morning I saw a quote by Plato on courage is knowing what not to fear. And sometimes we have a tendency to fear killing our plants because we're afraid to either cut them back or replant them or do anything with them. But sometimes they just need some help because they end up kind of graying, or they get too big, or the ends will just start growing just uncontrollably. And so what I wanted to do is give you permission today to go ahead and take a ficus plant, if you have one that's a little overgrown, and trim it back a little bit. You can get some starts going in a new vase of water if you'd like. I brought my own vase this morning. I brought a pair of scissors that would help to just cut it back a little bit and then get some starts going for a new set. So all you have to do actually is wherever you have an extra long limb coming out of your plant, you can just cut it back, take off a couple of leaves at the bottom, place it in the water, and you're ready to start your new plant. In a couple of weeks, you'll see some roots grow from here. I would suggest taking off a few of these because for my plant anyway, I have plenty of extra limbs growing and it's just looking pretty ratty. And just like with outdoor plants, you see landscapers who will trim a bush back and make it look really nice and neat. You can do this very same thing in your own home and start some new plants, and maybe even give some away for gifts or Christmas or something like that with a nice little bow. So the next thing I would like to show you when I get myself set up is to replant one of these, because what happens too is once they get kind of root bound in a smaller pot, they start to look sick and they start to sag, and watering just doesn't seem to even give them any extra life. So we're going to put it into a bigger pot so that it can take off and grow some more. Okay, so for this step, what you're going to do is you're going to want to put some paper down because you're going to be using some potting soil to put your plant into a larger pot so that it can take the nutrients and grow some more. What you'll need is a bigger pot with a hole in the bottom for drainage. You're going to need the capture cup at the bottom, unless it already comes with one. Take your potting soil, pour it into the new dish about a third of the way up. You're going to loosen the root ball of the plant and set it inside, and hopefully the top of the root ball will be about an inch from the top of your new container. You'll be adding more dirt then around your plant and then softly pack it down, then add water until you see water come out the bottom, and you will be set and ready to go with your plant for a new and growing environment. Like me, you may have some other plants around your house that could use a good trimming as well. This one in particular has a tendency to grow quite viney, and what I would recommend is you go to somewhere where the leaf meets the stem and cut there. And what you can do is trim off a couple of the lower leaves that are going to go into the water, just like we did with the ficus, and in a couple of weeks you'll see that the roots will be growing out of this as well. Now, all of this will help you keep your plants healthy around your house. Some of the plants will not respond as well as the two that I've shown today. But what I want to make sure is that you just give it a try. Use courage, go forward. If it doesn't work, then don't do that again. But it's worth giving it a try at least one time. Make sure that you can clean up after yourself when you're done, and you will have a nice, beautiful group of plants in your home that will make your home look fresh and clean and beautiful too.